I know this came out a few weeks, or like last week, but I didn't get around to checking it because I haven't been streaming, but they have updated this. So we do want to have a quick look at the summer sweep up and Slayer Mist just before the Delve Boss comes out tomorrow. And I want to just give my thoughts because people have been asking about my thoughts on the whole Slayer changes and stuff. So we can have a quick sticky beak. And we're now multi-streaming on Twitch and Kick too. So if you're on Twitch and Kick, you're actually an idiot because you don't get adverts on YouTube. So make sure you move over to the YouTube chat when you can. So we've got the quick blog update. So this is their update for today. I believe what they've done is they've just reversed the room pouch stuff, I think. We saw loads of great suggestions for things that they've made note of. We're not looking to add any significant amount of work to this particular project, so we can deliver it in a timely fashion alongside all the other massive releases for the books this year. We know you'd love some more spots for Adamant and Marine Dragons. I mean, that is kind of implied with While Gothic Sleeps 2, right? Maybe. More spots for bursting enemies like Necros. That'd be cool, actually. But they're not things that they can deliver right now. Okay. Cool. So in terms of what we're changing, we'll be walking back to the proposed changes to rune cost for the RSA spell. Oh, that's what it was. The rune cost for the RSA spells. Okay. You made some great points that these were not convinced as tweaks that were particularly necessary. Additionally, we'll be taking a look at why Wilderness Slayer tasks can't be added to task storage and aiming to fix this. Just have Wilderness task storage. Have two different storage things and make it, you unlock one, you get both. Why not? Let's not overcomplicate it. We don't currently have any plans to group up any other tasks similar to Metal Dragons. Giants were a common suggestion, but we don't want Royal Titans turning into a task where your friend might as well grab a Slayer task too, otherwise they're losing out by dueling with you. Makes sense. This was a conscious decision that we made when we released this back in February. Demons cropped up too. Greater Black and Abyssal Demons all have unique use cases and reasons to do them. Grouping them up and combining the weighting would have a huge impact on the skill, and we don't think that this would be a positive one. Damn, that's almost a good idea. Okay, I get it. Fair enough. That would have been nice for when I did 2.3k TDs my first time Apsian. Ah, well. Is what it is, dude. It took Yama for them to roll it back a little bit. Someone tells me you range when the Delve isn't defending himself. Yeah, the Delve boss is going to be interesting. We were just watching that stuff. We can have a look at it again in a minute if you want. But let's have a quick look through here. So we've got Slayer changes. So the block list changes. You guys probably already know about this, but basically... each Slaymaster is going to have their own block list, and the block list will cost a certain amount of points, being that Duradel, Curadel, and Crystilla are the standard 100 points per block. It's interesting that Konar is 80 and Steve and Neve is 90. That's very interesting, but I think there's a Slayer requirement, right, versus points given per Slaymaster, so that's kind of good for Konar, which means that you'll get refunded and your entire block list removed, right, when it comes to this update, which we should expect in a couple of weeks. That'd be broken if you could burst every demons. Yeah. It'd be pretty fucked, let's be honest. But they'll find a way around it. I love this manual blocking thing. Have you guys seen this yet? Basically, you can go through and just block what you want without having to be assigned to block it. I think this is excellent. Because it gives you... you don't have to worry about waiting anymore, because waiting is just like a really silly way to say this percentage and that percentage. This is how often you are to get it. Now it's just percentage chance of getting that task. That's so much more like convenient. So I love that. I think that's a solid way to go through and block your Slayer task. That's big. Early game point changes. So now Maz Chino is going to give 2 points per task, and Vinaka will give 4 points per task. Oh no, that's what they currently do. Now it's going to be 6 per task and 8 per task for Vinaka. I think they also removed a lot of shit from the Slayer task too. So these are becoming more and more prominent to actually doing their Slayer task for once, which is really nice. And then the unlock point costs, they're going to reduce a lot of these things. So bigger and badder is now 50 points. 50 instead of 150. That's for the superiors, right? Fucking hell. Jesus. That's not bad. That's... Okay, that's big. Early game, that's big. Task storage is... I don't use task storage, but it's down 500 points and you'll get a refund, I'd imagine. Ring bling. Is this to be able to make Slayer rings? I just bought this, so a 150 point refund is huge for me. Slug, Salter, and Reptile Freezer reduced by 10 points. You're going to block them anyway, but fair enough. The increase in points for blocking is just bad. No, it's not an increase in points for blocking, technically. It's actually a decrease in points for blocking. So each Slaymaster has their own block list, and Duradel in Curadel and Crystilla is what we have now. So any Slaymaster that isn't Duradel or Wilderness is actually cheaper to block tasks. So it's actually it's good. This is kind of good. Skips are 30, blocks are 100. That's standard. Is that correct? I'm saying that right, yeah? They will be refunding quite a bit of points. Yes, they will. Efficient block lists will make those points back easily. Yes. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm getting that correct. Cool. It took me 6 ever to get bigger and better and rev extend on my iron. Yeah. It takes a while. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm cooked at the moment. We initially considered task unlocks like Lizardmen and agencies free to toggle, but we're still on the fence. Yeah, I mean, if you can toggle it, then what's the point, right? Most of us are concerned about encouraging unfun gameplay loops where players were sat around toggling things in the UI to try and game the chance for a better task. We could circumvent this problem. We reduce costs to toggle something on or off after the initial unlock. Yeah, why don't you fucking do that? Like, I've turned off Basilisk and Lizardman because I got an Elder Maul in the jaw. Why the fuck would I turn it back on? But if I ever want to, I should be able to toggle it back on for free, right? Once you've unlocked it. That makes sense. Dragon tasks, this is big. Basically, all metal dragons will become one dragon, right? So, blue dragons, like normal chromatic dragons are staying the same. Metal dragons are going to be completely different now. So bronze through rune dragons, it's just metal dragons now. Yeah, that's big. And it's going to be a default quantity of 20 to 40, bumping up to 150 to 200. So you can do up to 200 rune dragons in one task. But I'm probably going to keep it 20-40 because fuck doing that. So that's massive. And they'll balance the weighting so it's pretty fair between all metal dragons, which is sick. This is a big Slayer update, big Slayer quality of life change. It's consistent. I fuck with it big time. Yes. As for herbs, apparently you're getting less noted herbs, so your herb stack actually has a use for now, which is kind of gay, but I don't care. That never affected me. Golem'bane and Gargoyles. So this is interesting, right? I've had a quick read of this one as well. Golem'bane is the new Gargoyle, and also those Baronite guys under the free-to-play mountain. So now the Granite Hammer is going to have a 30% increased damage against Golem'bane monsters. It's just damage, not accuracy, from what I can tell, which is big for level 50 attack peers. I think this also makes it best in slot behind Inquisitor's Mace with full Inquisitors for one-handed weapons on Grotesque Guardians and Gargoyles. I could be wrong, because I haven't done the math. This is just what I've been told. The only thing better than this is just straight up the Scythe or Inquisitor's Mace if you have full Inquisitors. Otherwise, the Granite Hammer is going to be your best in slot Grotesque Guardian. Big early gamer grade. Yeah, it should be massive. Granite Hammer's from the Grotesque Guardians too, right? So this is kind of big. Kind of a big deal. Especially, yeah, if it's going to fuck that hard. I don't know if the Scythe is better than it outside of Inquisitors or maybe Oathplate because you use Slash on Grotesque Guardians, right? So maybe, I'm not sure, but that's cool. Mage Training Arena Rune Pouch. I'm not going to do this. Are we getting refunded for the cost reductions? Yes, you should be getting refunded. I'm not a big fan of this, personally. I don't think I'm not saying they shouldn't have this in the game. I'm just saying I wouldn't use this because Mage Training Arena sucks. LMS does not take a long time to do. So it depends on how willing you are to do LMS though. Yeah, thinking about it, the better you are at PvP, the easier LMS is actually. So yeah, that way you don't use your Slayer points on this. I guess, I don't know how long it takes to get 150, 150, 1500, and 200 in Mage Training Arena. It's probably going to be a good Ultimate Ironman way. I found 350 points in LMS in like 3 hours. Yeah, it shouldn't be, it's not too hard to do in LMS. But it's another avenue, great, but I'm not going to be doing this shit. Doing MTA right now and fuck coming back here after I get the Master. I respect it. Fair enough. Moon Keys. I don't know what these are. I've got the combat half, the tooth half. I think I don't have the loop halves from skilling because I don't do skilling in Valamor very often, if ever. But they're making the rates better. So if this is for you, that's good. Excellent work, mate. Very good. I didn't even know what frost crabs are. I didn't know they were frozen crabs. That's cool. So pretty quick and easy update. I think this is actually a really good update. The Slayer changes are massive. Quick to go through, but very easy to kind of see that this is a fucking huge change, especially for early game, but also late game. The Metal Dragon changes are big, and this block list is fucking awesome. The problem with LMS is that there's so many bots that ruins the fun. That's true, it's a catch-22 though, because they get rid of the bots, you're waiting fucking 3 minutes for a game, you know? You're waiting for a game to end to start again, and if you don't make the queue, you can get fucked, especially if that many bots get kicked. So they just need to maybe get rid of the big cheating bots. That's what I think. Or have, you know, dedicated NPCs in LMS and get rid of the bots, but it's Jagex, they're never going to get rid of botting. What they are going to get rid of is my will to live if they keep just, you know, dicking about. Until then, boys, the RNG is cooked, but I think these changes are big. Let me know what you guys think. Dedicated NPCs would be nice. I think that'd be great. I think that'd be excellent. But this is perfect. I'm loving the ideas of these combining the dragons. I understand not wanting to do it for demons and giants. I fuck with this. I'm looking forward to the Del boss tomorrow. That's big. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge.